Hi, Dave the Grey, and we at the Hairy Game Lords have been playing Baron Voodoo from those lovely, lovely people at Lucky Duck Games. What did we think? Find out. Ooh. So, Baron Voodoo. Basically, it's a dead easy game that involves So, Baron Voodoo. Dead easy game that involves a tray of dice, and all you need to do is pick your colour, I was the pale blue ones, and jump over another one. You get to take that. And it's set collection basically, so they've all got a little symbol on them that does different things. I'll let somebody else talk about that, but you're collecting either the same symbol or the same colour. Oh. Trade those in, that was your mistake, Ange, you see. Trade those in and you get points. Dead easy. There is blocking, you can stack them up, but if you end up getting your cubes isolated, you can't go unless you've got a fancy special move that, again, I'm sure the other guys will fill you in. But it's really, really simple, which I like because, you know, I'm old and simple. But it does start involving the thought processes when you're trying to collect the same types and work out where exactly you can jump to not give somebody else loads of points dead easily. So a lot thinkier than it immediately looks like, but you can just get straight into it and then regret your actions later on down the line when you realise that actually you maybe shouldn't have done that after all. And although I ended up triggering the end of game because I got to 12 points first, everybody else then got a turn and I think I came last. That was possibly... Oh no, Pete is claiming the privilege of last place.
You came joint second.
Did I come joint second?
Yeah, pretty good.
But we all pretty much came
But
last.
it was very much... There were three of us on like 12, 13, 14 points, and then one of us, who I'm sure will tell you all about it, on like 20 points because...
Yes.
He robbed us blind. That is what happened. He robbed us. Don't listen to him when he starts giving it this. He robbed us blind. I should have won. The end. Great game. Check it out.
Hipster King.
Hi, Hipster King.
I lost this game. I was last. So I've won once tonight, so not too bad. Really, really sign of a good game though when you lose it and you still really enjoy it. So Dave's already said set collection. I liked a number of the little extra mechanics in this. So each player has their own player board, like so, representing a different character, and you have got special player powers basically. So each player has got a power that they can do either at the very start of their turn or use it at the end of their turn, and that power is used for free, and basically it manipulates the dice in some way on the board. So you can either do that before you start trying to take dice, or you can take some dice and then move everything so that you are kind of stopping other people from maybe taking your dice. So that's the variable player powers. We've talked about how you score. One of the other things you can do is you get these tokens, and basically you can pay one of these tokens to use anybody else's power. So your power is free, but you can use anybody else's by spending one of those tokens. We only use this once at the end of the game, and I think we probably should have used it more often. You can spend 2 of these tokens to have another turn, which I think actually, looking back on the game, I think if we'd done that earlier, we would have probably sort of comboed turns together. So one of the faces of the die is this one, and this one gives your character protection. Basically, you start with this on the invalid side. When you pick up one of those dice, you immediately get the effect when you take a dice. So if you take a dice with that, you get to flip your protection marker over, and that means your dice cannot be taken by anybody until you get to take your turn again. And they can't even steal dice from your player board using one of the dice. There's a dice that allows you to, I think it's that one. Is it? No, that one allows you to switch dice with people. So you can and there's another one that allows you to steal dice. So it prevents people from stealing your dice. I used that to quite good effect a couple of times, kind of protecting myself quite a lot. And also then you can collect the collection ones, potentially, and that will score you well throughout the game. Unfortunately, not well enough, because somebody scored a hell of a lot at the end of the game. I'll let them tell you about that in a minute.
I enjoyed the game. Very enjoyable game, super easy to get the grasp of it. I was just going about collecting protection dice and all the white dice, so then you can get this guy. And
Baron Samedi.
yeah, him. And whoever's got the most white dice can claim him. And with him, you can use anybody's power for free. But I didn't use him at all because I didn't know what I was doing.
You had him for most of the game.
Yeah.
I didn't use it.
I just like the look of him, to be honest. Get him with his top hat and everything. Nice. But yeah, once you get your head around it, once I got my head around it, it is super easy. Proper good laugh. Just get involved.
Bearded lady here. Now then. Right.
Feel a gloat coming on.
So, anyway, time to go.
Components in this game are brilliant, really nice. So all the dice are wooden dice that are really nice in there. Nice kind of thick boards, whether that be the board you play on or the player boards. Nice. It has the world's smallest cube to count your points up with. Great, good times. All of these tokens are very nice as well. So good quality. You feel like it's a good quality game that you're playing. It reminded me a little bit of, is it Solitaire? That game where you get like that little kind of thing where you've got to jump.
Yeah.
That one? Reminded me a little bit of that, the way that you're jumping over different things. Dave triggered the end of the game by scoring 12 in a 4-player game. Or another trigger of the end of the game is when somebody no longer has their coloured dice left on the board. Again, the game end is triggered there. Now, because Dave triggered the end of the game and meant that everybody else got to go, it meant that I was the last player. And so no one stole from me, but what I was able to do was steal from others. I used my special power and then was able to choose 2 dice that had stealing mechanics on it or an ability on it. So the first dice I was able to steal from Dave, and I clocked that at the end of the game there's some end scoring involved there, where if you have the most of one colour, you get 3 points. I clocked that Dave had got quite a number of a certain colour, and I thought, if I can take that, then I'll be able to score it. Good time. So I took that. Then I paid 2 of those bird skulls, took another go, got another die that allowed me to steal, stole a most that Martin had. Good times, allowing me to, what I thought in my head was be able to score this way, so I scored this thing. If you score along here, if you score all your different colours, but they all have to be the same dice face. I thought, oh cool, I'm going to get 10 points here, brilliant. I had done it wrong because they all had different dice faces, and I thought, you know, when you're planning towards something and you think, oh crap, I've absolutely dropped the bollock on this. I'm going to lose. But then what happened was, in that end scoring, because I had maxed out on, I think, was it 3?
Yeah, you had the most of 3 different
9 points.
Got myself 9 points, which took me all the way to 20. 20 points.
He would have actually been last. He went from last to first.
Yeah.
At the end game.
Yeah. All because I made a few mistakes. Dave closed out the game, so I was the last person. Thanks, Dave, for bringing in my win. Good times. Great, great game. Not just because I won, and I didn't just win, I thrashed these guys.
Nobody likes a bad winner.
I'm not a bad winner. Look how happy I am.
Nobody likes you.
This is
Game, lose friends.
This is a really fun game. Component-wise, quality is really nice. Artwork is a real treat. Nice and easy to pick up. Even if you misunderstand the rules, you've still got a good chance of winning. A enjoyable game, and one to certainly get involved with, if not at least check out. Good times.